your mouth opens. No sound comes out. Your heart beats faster. Your mind starts screaming words in English, clear, perfect, ready. But your lips don't move. Your tongue freezes. And suddenly, silence wins. This video is not really about English. It's about that exact moment. The moment when your voice disappears. You have studied English for years. You know the rules. You know the grammar. You understand movies without subtitles. You read articles, posts, comments. Sometimes you even think in English without trying. But when it's time to speak, everything collapses. Your voice sounds small. Your pronunciation feels wrong. Your confidence drops to zero. It feels like your real voice is trapped inside your head, alive, clear, strong, but locked behind your lips. And today, we break that lock. Because here's the truth no one tells you. Speaking English is not about intelligence. It is not about vocabulary size. And it is definitely not about talent. Knowing English and speaking English are two different skills. You don't need another app. You don't need another grammar book. You don't need more explanations. What you need now is training. Physical training. Training your mouth. Training your muscles. Training your voice. Your brain already understands English, but your mouth has never learned how to produce it. You have been a listener. You have been a reader. Now, it's time to become a speaker. This is not just a lesson. This is a transformation. If you follow every step, something will change. Not just your English, your confidence, your identity, your voice. Let's begin with the most important truth. From the moment you were born, your mouth started training. Day after day, year after year, your lips learned how to move. Your tongue learned specific positions. Your jaw learned familiar patterns. All for one purpose, to speak your native language. And it trained perfectly. For 10, 20, maybe 30 years, your mouth repeated the same movements, the same sounds, the same rhythm. Now, suddenly, you ask it to speak English, a language with new sounds, new stress, new timing, new mouth positions. But your mouth doesn't understand this request. It's like asking a swimmer to suddenly run a marathon. Same body, different training. So when your brain sends the signal, say this sentence in English, your mouth panics. It tries to use old muscle memory to create new sounds. The result? Blocked speech, wrong pronunciation, a weak voice, embarrassment. This is why you feel stuck. Not because you are bad at English, not because you are slow, not because you are shy. You are simply untrained. And here is the key idea. Speaking is a physical skill, not just a mental one. You wouldn't expect strong muscles without exercise. You wouldn't expect good balance without practice. So why do you expect fluent speech without training your mouth? Listening trains your ears. Reading trains your eyes. But speaking? Speaking trains your muscles. And until your mouth learns new movements, it will always resist. The good news, muscles can be trained at any age. And once they learn, they never forget. Most English learners make the same mistake. They study more grammar, more vocabulary lists, more rules. They believe fluency lives in the brain, but fluency lives in the body. Think about a child. A child does not know grammar. A child does not know rules. But a child speaks. Why? Because the child trains their mouth every day. They repeat sounds. They copy rhythm. They play with their voice. Adults stop doing this. Adults listen silently. Adults read quietly. Adults think, but do not speak, and the mouth stays passive. This creates a dangerous gap. Your brain moves forward. Your mouth stays behind. That gap is what you feel as fear, as panic, as blank mind. Think about singing for a moment. Can someone learn to sing only by reading about music theory? Of course not. You can memorize every note, every rule, every definition. But without using your voice, nothing changes. You must sing. You must feel the sound. You must control breathing, rhythm, and volume. English works the same way. Speaking English is not a quiet activity. It is physical. It lives in your mouth, not only in your head. Every sound needs movement. Your lips must open wider. Your tongue must reach new positions. Your jaw must relax and stretch in ways it never did before. Just like a guitarist trains fingers. Just like a dancer trains legs. You must train your mouth. And this kind of training does not happen by watching videos. It does not happen by listening to podcasts. It only happens when you speak. Again, and again, and again. Not once, not twice, hundreds of times. Your mouth must be trained like an athlete trains for a race. Now look at your own learning history. You have spent years learning English, years watching videos, years reading texts, years listening. But how much time do you actually speak English out loud every day? Most people answer honestly, 0 minutes, or maybe 5 minutes in a class. Now compare that to your native language. You have spoken it for thousands of hours. That is why it feels natural. That is why your voice is strong. That is why you don't think before speaking. The difference is not talent. The difference is training. Your English mouth muscles are weak, not broken, just untrained. And this is good news, because muscles can grow. The missing piece is repetition. Real repetition, out loud. Every fluent speaker you admire did this. Not by accident, not by magic. They spoke when nobody was listening. They repeated the same phrases many times. They trained their mouth the same way musicians train scales. Not more grammar, not more vocabulary lists, not more silence. You need sound. You need repetition. You need mouth training. And now, let's talk about how to do it correctly. When people hear the word shadowing, they often misunderstand it. They think it means copying words. But copying words is not enough. Real shadowing copies life. Real English is not flat, it is not robotic, it breathes, it has energy, it has emotion, it has rhythm, stress, pauses, volume, speed. When you shadow without emotion, your mouth stays lazy. Your voice stays weak. Your English sounds dead. So, from now on, shadow with emotion. If the speaker raises their voice, you raise yours. If they slow down, you slow down. If they pause, you pause. If they stretch a sound, you stretch it too. And most importantly, feel it. If the sentence is happy, smile and speak like you are happy. If it is angry, use force. If it is calm, soften your voice. If it is serious, speak with control. This is not acting. This is training. Your mouth learns emotion together with sound. That is what makes speech natural. This method works because it connects everything. Your ears listen. Your emotions react. Your mouth produces sound. This is full training. This is how babies learn. This is how actors learn. This is how powerful speakers are created. Most learners skip this. They train the brain. They ignore the mouth. They forget emotion. But emotion is the engine. It pushes the words forward. Choose a real human voice, A YouTube interview, a movie scene, a TED Talk. Take a short clip, one sentence, play it, pause it, copy it with full emotion. Record yourself. Listen. Compare. Repeat. 5 to 10 minutes every day is enough. After 30 days, your voice will change. You will sound different. You will feel different. You will stop sounding like a student. You will start sounding like a speaker. Now, let's go even deeper. Many learners speak English with very small mouth movements. Your lips barely move, your tongue hides, your jaw stays tight, and then you wonder why your English feels weak. Fluent English needs space, energy, motion. That's why this technique feels strange at first. You must speak bigger than real life. Practice like you are on a stage. Like your voice must reach the last row. Like 1,000 people are listening. This is not how you will speak every day. This is how you train. Think about runners who train with resistance. Heavy shoes. Extra weight. When they remove the weight, running feels light. Over-exaggeration works the same way. You stretch your mouth wider. You wake up muscles that were sleeping. You teach your body every sound deeply. If you always practice small and soft, your mouth stays lazy. But when you speak big, your muscles grow strong. You begin to feel the difference between similar sounds. Ship and sheep. Bit and beat. Live and leave. You hear yourself more clearly. And when you hear yourself clearly, fear disappears. Most people feel nervous because they don't trust their own voice. This training builds trust. Practice like this for 5 minutes a day. Choose a short text, a paragraph, a dialogue, a speech. Stand in front of a mirror. Read slowly, very slowly. Open your mouth wide. Stretch every sound. Move your lips clearly. Drop your jaw. Say it again. Louder. Clearer. Say it like an actor, like a performance. Move your hands if it helps. Let your whole body join the voice. You are not just learning English. You are building a speaking system. And once your body knows what to do, your brain relaxes. Your words start to flow. Your voice gains power. Now, let's go deeper. When people think about fluency, they think about vocabulary. When they think about pronunciation, they think about accent. But there is one part of your body that controls almost everything you say: your tongue. It is not just a muscle, it is the engine. Without it, you cannot say the difference between 3 and tree. Right and light. Ship and sip. Most learners never train it. They train the brain. They ignore the tongue. And a lazy tongue creates lazy speech. This is why tongue drills matter. They are like push-ups at the gym. Simple, uncomfortable, powerful. If your tongue is weak, your sounds will be weak. If your tongue is slow, your speech will feel slow. Try saying these words out loud. 33. 3 threatening things. Truly thrilling. If your tongue feels tired or confused, that's the point. You can't run fast with weak legs. You can't speak fluently with a stiff tongue. English needs precise movements. For the th sound, your tongue must come forward. For R, it curls without touching. For L, it gently touches behind the teeth. Small movements, big difference. Start with warm-up. Push your tongue out slowly. Hold. Relax. Move it left and right, like a windshield wiper. Circle it around your lips. Slowly. Now sound training. Think. Thank. 30. Throw. 1,000. Make sure the tongue comes out every time. Combine them. 30,000 thinkers. Next, R and L. Right. Light. Real. Rail. Really. Now faster. Really rare roll. Railroad rolling right. Mistakes are good. They mean muscles are waking up. After a few weeks, something changes. Your pronunciation feels controlled. Your words feel smooth. You realize the truth. Fluency is not talent. It is muscle memory. Now let's use one last powerful tool. Your mirror. A mirror shows you what you usually ignore. Your face, your posture, your mouth. When you speak in front of a mirror, you become aware. Awareness creates control. Most learners have never seen themselves speak English. They don't know what their face does. But communication is visual too. Your eyes, your expression, your energy. Now add one simple thing. A smile. When you smile, your mouth opens naturally. The mirror never lies. It shows you everything you usually miss. Lazy lips, a closed mouth, a jaw that barely moves, eyes that avoid contact, shoulders pulled tight from stress. When you see yourself every day, you stop guessing. You start correcting. You become your own coach. Little by little, you adjust your posture. You open your mouth more. You relax your face. You build presence. This is how speakers are made. Now add one simple but powerful element. A smile. Smiling is not about pretending to be happy. It is a physical tool. When you smile, your jaw relaxes. Your lips open wider. Your voice becomes brighter and clearer. Your speech gains rhythm. Your confidence rises immediately. When you speak English with a smile, your brain receives a message. I'm safe. I'm okay. I can do this. And when the brain feels safe, words move freely. Smiling also prevents mumbling. It helps you articulate. It gives your voice energy, even when you feel nervous. This is why many great speakers smile on purpose. Not because life is perfect, but because it makes their voice stronger. Now try this. Stand in front of the mirror. Look directly at yourself. Stand tall. Relax your shoulders. Smile gently. Not forced, just natural. Say out loud, I can speak English. My voice is getting stronger. I improve every day. Say each line 3 times. Slowly, clearly. You're not just speaking. You are training your mind. Now take a short text. Read it aloud. Watch your mouth move. Keep the smile. Add expression. Even serious words can sound calm and confident. Next, talk to yourself. Describe your day. What you did. What you plan to do. Say it in English. Out loud. While looking at yourself. You're not being strange. You're building familiarity. The more often you see yourself speaking English, the less scary it becomes. You stop judging your voice. You start owning it. This is how students turn into speakers. Now let's talk about the deepest level of fluency. Repetition. Real fluency does not live in your head. It lives in your muscles, in your lips, your tongue, your jaw, your voice. This is called muscle memory. You already use it every day. When you type, you don't think about letters. When you walk, you don't plan each step. Your body remembers. Your mouth needs the same memory for English. Right now, your brain understands English, but your mouth hesitates. Why? Not enough repetition. Without repetition, sentences stay fragile. They break under pressure. But when you repeat a sentence many times, your mouth claims it. You stop thinking. You start speaking. That is fluency. Most learners chase new words every day, but they forget to repeat old ones. That's like going to the gym and changing exercises every day, never building strength. Progress comes from repeating the basics. Choose simple, useful sentences. Real-life sentences. I'm not sure yet, but I'll check. Could you say that again, please? I see what you mean. That sounds interesting. Let me think for a moment. These sentences appear everywhere. If your mouth knows them perfectly, most conversations become easy. Now train them. Pick 5 sentences. Stand up. Use your voice. Say each one out loud, not quietly, not flat. Say it like you mean it. Repeat each sentence 50 to 100 times. At first, it feels mechanical. Then it feels easier. Then it feels natural. By the end, it feels like yours. Record yourself after the repetitions. Say the sentence once. You will hear the difference. Your speed improves. Your voice sounds stronger. Your rhythm feels real. That is muscle memory. Do this every day. Write your sentences down. Track your progress. This is not boring. This is mastery. And when your mouth remembers English, your mind finally rests. You stop worrying. You start speaking. Because fluency is not thinking faster. It is letting your body do what it has already learned. Build your collection slowly, day by day. After 30 days, you won't just know English sentences. Your mouth will own them. 150 sentences, fully trained, ready to come out without thinking. That kind of foundation cannot be replaced by any app. No grammar book can give you this. This is not fake fluency. It is physical fluency, built from repetition, control, and habit. Now comes a tool that changes everything: your own voice. Most learners are afraid of it. They don't like how they sound in English, so they avoid hearing themselves. No recordings, no playback, no correction. They wait and hope one day things will magically improve. But improvement doesn't happen in silence. You cannot fix what you never hear. Recording yourself is uncomfortable at first. That's normal. But discomfort is the doorway to progress. When you record your voice, 3 powerful things happen. First, reality appears. You finally hear your real pronunciation, your rhythm, your speed, your clarity, not the voice you imagine, the voice you actually use. Second, patterns reveal themselves. You notice what repeats. The same hesitation, the same dropped sounds, the same rushed endings. Third, control begins. Because now you can adjust. This is feedback no teacher can replace. It is personal, immediate, honest. Now comes the most important step. Imitate yourself. Listen to your recording. Then speak again. But cleaner, stronger, more alive. Don't change everything at once. Fix 2 or 3 things only. Maybe slow down. Maybe open your mouth more. Maybe add pauses. Maybe give your voice more energy. Record again. Each round creates a better version of you. This is how professionals train. Actors, speakers, performers. They don't wait for perfection. They shape it. Your voice stops being something you fear. It becomes something you understand. And what you understand, you control. Here is how to practice. Choose a simple topic. Your day. Your opinion. A short story. 5 sentences you already trained. Record yourself for 1 minute. No stopping, no editing. Just speak. Then listen. Not with judgment, with curiosity. Ask yourself, was I clear? Did I rush? Did my voice sound alive? Now record again. Improve only a little. Do this 3 times. That's it. Once in a while, compare yourself to a native speaker. Not to feel small, but to adjust direction. Say the same sentence. Listen. Correct. Repeat. Over time, something powerful happens. Your tone becomes stable. Your pronunciation becomes clearer. Your rhythm becomes natural. You stop sounding like someone trying to speak English. You start sounding like someone who speaks. And this is the final truth. Fluency is not a gift. It is not luck. It is not intelligence. Fluency is training. Daily, physical, intentional. You already have English in your mind. Now your body is catching up. And when the body learns, fear disappears. Your voice is no longer locked. It is free. And it is yours.